Hi there, I'm Stella from Stella's Yarn Universe, and in this video I will show you how to crochet a little donut. It measures about 2 inches in diameter, and as you can see I turned mine into an earring, and I will make the second one together with you in this video. But of course you can just leave them as they are, or you could turn them into cake toppers or donut toppers. There are just so many options. So we need cotton yarn in a DK or light worsted weight in a cream type of color for the donut base. And then we need a second color for the icing. And in this example, I'm using pink, but of course there are endless options. You can, of course, use whichever color you like, or you could make a whole donut collection with different icings and different sprinkles. There are just so many options. I love this project. And then we need seed beads or any kind of beads you like to use for the sprinkles. You could also use those longer beads. I think they would be really nice as well. And then we need some thread in the color of the icing to embroider the beads. And just be warned, you will need, if you use seed beads or those longer, really narrow beads for the sprinkles, then you will need a really narrow sewing needle, because otherwise they won't go over it. But this one is fine, so try to get the smallest needle possible. And then we also need a stitch marker and a yarn needle, and of course our hook, which is a 2.5 millimeter or size C2 hook, and of course some scissors. And then if you decide to turn them into earrings like I did, then you need something like this. I'm sorry, I really don't know what they're called, but I will look them up and I will link to where I found them in the description so you can find them easily if you need them. I just attached them to the donut and then attached the hook to them in order to turn my donut into an earring. And then of course you also need the 2 hooks. And when it comes to tools, I'm not a jewelry maker. I have not much experience in this area, so bear with me and let me know if I'm doing anything wrong, which I'm sure I do. But because of this, I only have this mini rounded pliers. So if you have something like this, that will be helpful. But don't worry if you don't. I'm sure you'll be able to improvise. And then I was lucky because I found some other pliers, some flat small pliers in my husband's toolbox, and just something to cut the wire with. But I'm sure that a sturdy pair of household scissors will do the job as well. So that's all we need. So let's get started. By the way, if you hear some drilling noise in the background, I apologize. Seems like my neighbor also wants to take advantage of this lovely sunshine today. So lovely days are for everyone, so let's just ignore it. But sorry, I hope you can't hear it. So we make a slip knot. And then we make a chain of 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And now we close this chain to around. So just be careful not to twist the chain. Just make a circle with it. And then we make a slip stitch into the first chain right here. just inserted my hook between the two loops and pull one loop out and make a slip stitch. So now we've got a round of 18, and also gonna mark the end of the round here. And now we single crochet 18. And that's the last one. So now in the next round we increase. So we single crochet 2, that's 1 and 2, and then we single crochet 2 in every third stitch. So that's 1 and 2, and repeat. Single crochet 2, 1 and 2, and then single crochet 2 in the third one. And we repeat this 6 times in total, so by the end of the round we will have 24. So now the round is complete and we have a round of 24. Here we go. And in the next round we increase extremely. So we single crochet 2 in each stitch. So just 1, 2 in the first, 1 and 2 in the second, 1 and 2 in the third, and so on. So by the end of this round we will have a stitch count of 48. Almost finished. Last one. 1 and 2, and in the next round, in the next 4 rounds, we will just single crochet these 48 stitches. So just single crochet each and every single one of them without any increases. So you can just hit pause here and play the video once you've completed these 4 rounds. Round 4 to 7. Okay, so round 7 is complete now. I finished the 4 rounds of 48 single crochet, and in the next round we will decrease. So we will make 24 invisible decreases. And if you haven't done invisible decreases in single crochet before, I will just show you how to do that. It's really easy. Insert your hook in the front loop of the next stitch and then put it down and insert it in the front loop of the next stitch. Then yarn over and put it through both front loops. So now we've got 2 loops on our hook, and we pick up the yarn again and pull it through the 2 loops. And that's it. So let's do it again. Insert your hook in the front loop of the next stitch and in the next front loop. So now we've got 2 front loops on our hook, then pick up the yarn and pull it through both. Pick up the yarn again and pull it through the 2 remaining loops on our hook. And that's number 2, so 22 more to go. Now I'm almost done with the round, only 2 to go. It's 23. And 24. Here we go. So that's round number 8 complete. And in round number 9, we will continue decreasing. So this time we single crochet 2, 1, 2, and then we make an invisible decrease. And again, 1, 2, and an invisible decrease. And we continue. We repeat this 6 times. So by the end of the round, we have a stitch count of 18. And the last decrease of the round. That's round number 9 complete. And in the next round, which is the last round of this donut base, we keep decreasing. So this time we single crochet 1, and then we make an invisible decrease. So by the end of the round, we repeat this 6 times, and then we will have a round of 12. And one last decrease. And that's it. Now we can break the yarn, and I leave a quite long end because now we will sew both layers of the donut together. Just pull it through. And first I want to sew in the other end. So I just pull it through here. Just a little tip, if you wanted to turn your donut into a cake topper, I would, at this point, before filling the donut with stuffing, I would take a bamboo skewer and just make some kind of stopper here. Just put some kind of stopper here on the end with glue, or I'm not sure, maybe Play-Doh would work. I don't know, something to shape like ball kind of shape, and put it around the end here, and then let it dry. And then I would insert the skewer into my donut from the inside out, like this. I'm not pushing it through because I don't want to mess with this donut now, because it's going to be an earring. But I would just push it through up to the stopper, and then just continue like we will now with filling the donut, and then you will have a nice little cake topper. So now we're going to fill our donut with stuffing, and I try to form this into some kind of long shape. So let's see how it works. Just try to keep some space in the middle where the donut hole is. Tricky. Didn't work the first time and now it didn't, but it doesn't matter. Just use the end of your crochet hook and try to form a gap in the middle. Now thread the end onto your yarn needle. And then insert it through the next stitch, and then find your way through the gap of this stuffing, and then insert your needle in the other side of the donut, and now pull it tight. And now back to the other side. Insert your needle here and then stitch through the gap and in the next stitch of the other side and pull it tight. That's all done. I promise this was the most difficult part. It only gets easier from here. So just shaping the donut hole a bit. And now I just decide which side is prettier. The prettier one will become the bottom side of the donut because the top will be covered in icing anyway. And for me, that would be this one. So the icing goes on top of here. So this is where I'm going to sew in the end then, because it doesn't really matter if I do it in a pretty way because it will be covered by icing anyway. So that's our donut base done. And next we will crochet the icing. So we need the icing color yarn, and we start by leaving a quite long end because we will use it to attach the icing to the donut. So this is maybe 30 centimeters or 12 inches long. So we start with the slip knot again, and now we will make a chain of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And again we close it to a round with a slip stitch. So insert your hook in the first chain, like this, and then we make a slip stitch, and I mark the end of the round again. And now we single crochet these 12 chains. 1, 2, 3. Now this is the first round, and in the next round we will increase. So we single crochet 1, and then single crochet 2 in the next. 1 and 2, and we repeat the 6 times. So this is my 6th repetition. 2 in the last one. So now we have a round of 18. And in the next round we keep increasing. This time we single crochet 2, 1 and 2, and then single crochet 2 in every 3rd stitch. One, 2, and 1, 2 in every 3rd, and again we repeat this 6 times in total. So by the end of the round we will have 24 stitches. Now in the next round we will single crochet 2 in every single stitch. So we have a round of 24 now, and by the end of the next round we will have 48. So 1, 2 in the first, 1, 2 in the second, 1 and 2 in the third, 1 and 2 in the fourth, and so on and so on. My round is complete now. So in the next round, if you would like the icing to be nice and neat and even, then you could just go ahead and single crochet this round of 48, and this would be your last round. But I prefer my icing to be a bit messy and run over the edges like this. Not that a donut has edges, but you know what I mean, I think. So with this, you can totally freestyle and just crochet in whichever way you like, but I'm going to tell you how I made this last round. So if you like, crochet along with me. So the first I made 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, and then 1 half double crochet. So yarn over and pull the yarn through all of them. Next, a double crochet, oops, here we go, another half double crochet, a single crochet, and then 2 slip stitches, 1 and 2, then chain 2 and make a double crochet in the next, again chain 2 and then 1 slip stitch in the next, then 5 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 half double crochet, 2 double crochet, that's 1, and 2, then chain 2 and make a slip stitch in the next, then 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, 1 double crochet in the next, one half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 slip stitch. Then a single crochet, 1 half double crochet, again a single crochet, and a slip stitch. Then 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we have 2 chains and a double crochet in the next. Again 2 chains and a slip stitch in the next. Followed by 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 2 double crochet. 1, 2, and 2 single crochet. 1, 2, then chain 1, 1 half double crochet in the next. And then 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 slip stitch. So this is our icing complete. Just break the yarn and pull the end through, and then we sew in this end. And I insert my needle here under the second stitch from where we finished, and then I insert my hook between the 2 loops of the last slip stitch we made. So that the end looks nice and neat. And now this is the top of our icing, and this is the wrong side, so I sew in the end here so it's not visible on the top. So now we can attach our icing to the donut, and we start with this side, so with the inside. So thread the end onto our yarn needle, and now we will attach the icing here in the donut hole. So I just stitch somewhere here inside the donut hole in the middle. then up again through the hole to the top, and then insert my needle in the next stitch here. In the next stitch down there. And pull it nice and tight because we want the icing to really go down into the donut hole. Don't just want it to sit, oops. Don't just want it to sit on top. And the next stitch. Pull it nice and tight. And through the next. All the way around until it's firmly attached. One more stitch. And now I'm just stitching through in between the icing and the donut because I want to sew in my thread on the reverse side of the icing just to make it a bit less visible. So now we need to attach the outside of the icing, and we do this with our sewing thread. So I have a long thread and I took it almost double. That's just because once I finished sewing on the outside of the icing, I want to go straight into embroidering the sprinkles. So let's start here. First I tie the thread, and now because I want this to be invisible, I just stitch through the icing, but I don't stitch completely through it so it's not visible on the top side. And then I stitch through the donut again. And then again through the icing, and as close to the edge here as possible. So now we can embroider the sprinkles. So I just don't cut my thread and just stitch through somewhere here where I can start with the sprinkles. That's it. So I start with blue. And then I just thread on the bead and then I just stitch through to where I want to attach the next one. Here, for example. Then I thread the next one. And again stitch through to where I want to attach the next one. So and this just goes on until you have as many sprinkles as you like. Now I'm almost done. Just attached my last bead, and then I just stitch through to where the other end of my thread is, so I can tie the ends together, cut them short, and hide them. Just squeeze them in there. So that's it. Our donut is done. To reshape the hole in the middle a bit again. There we go. Okay, so if you like to keep it that way, or if you turn it into a cake topper, then you're all done now. But stick around if you want to turn it into an earring like I did. So now we need this, and I need my other one just to compare the length. So now we need this bit, and just decide where you would like the top of your earring to be. So let's say here, for example, and then we just insert it into a stitch. Now I need to compare with the other one just so I get the length right, but you just decide how long, how far you'd like your donut to dangle down from your ear. And then I take hubby's pliers and just fold this bit up, just for now, just to see if I got the length right. Ooh, far too long, far too long. So a little bit further. And then I fold this up. Let's see. That looks about right. Okay, I know you jewelry makers, you will cringe now, but please let me know how I can do this in a more efficient way. But for now, this is how I have to do it. Just bend this over to the other side, squeeze them together, and then I just hold this bit in place with these flat pliers, and then I just try to wrap this around. Oops. At least twice. Now I just cut this part off that I don't need. And again, squeeze the end in there just so it doesn't peek out and hurt you. Okay, that's the difficult part done. Now, take my round pliers, just open this a bit. And I put on my hook. Oops. And close it again. And here we are, our donut earring is done. So now you can go ahead and make another one if you like a pair, or you could just stick to the one and wear it as one earring, or you could make another kind of donut and then wear it as a mismatched pair. So many options, so many options. So let's just see how these look worn. So this is how they look worn. I'd love to see what you came up with, what you turned these donuts into. So make sure to tag me at Stella's Yarn Universe on Insta or Facebook so I can come and have a look and applaud you. And also, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe so you won't miss any future crochet tutorials. Thank you so much for watching and happy creating. Bye!